guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. Here we have the newest Dokkan Festival exclusive that has released in the game, Future Android 17 and Future Android 18. Now, they are very, very, very bad, as in badass, as in I love this unit. Just my general thoughts about this unit is that they're ridiculously good. They're among the best units in the game in a lot of different areas. They have super attack nullification, looking really good. I think the one major negative about this character is just their lack of suitable partners and suitable teams to run them on, right? I think their performance is really high. It could be a little bit up and down based upon how many orbs you get, right? A lot of times that's not going to be out of your control. But I think overall this unit is very well designed. But I think we need at least one more mega top tier, like sort of like DOKKANFEST. I think we need one for like Future and then one for the Android team. I think like if we got like some sort of mega powerful LR merge Zamasu that was a real, like, that buffed extreme class allies or something like that, and then if we also got like some crazy Cell that like buffed extreme class allies, like I feel like, so like then Future Android Cell Saga, Worldwide Turmoil, all these teams for these androids, they would then get like massive help. I think that's they could, and I think they could easily. Again, I think Merge Zamasu could be coming up soon, you know, potentially. So we have them at full level 10 links. Let's go ahead and take a look at how badass these, well, this boy and girl are going to be. I'll get their active skill right here at the start of the video. You could utilize their active skill if you're facing any amount of enemies except for 2, right? If you're facing 2 enemies, you can't use it. At 1, 3, 4, 5, you could use their active skill, right? Or I guess World Tournament if you're fighting like 7 enemies. Your health does also have to be above 35%. But I feel like it's going to be very uncommon for that to probably be an issue, right? So let's go ahead and pop this. This works as a Ghost Usher, by the way, is essentially what this is going to do right here.
もう一気に終わらせちゃおうよ、17号。
慌てるなよ。もっとじっくりやろうぜ。あっさり全滅させてしまったんじゃ、俺たちの楽しみはなくなってしまうんだぞ。
Alright, so again, that serves as a Ghost Usher for one enemy. We have a pretty good opening rotation right here. I mean, dude, look how crazy they are. They're at 200k defense at the start of turn. We are getting 60% support from the 2 Android 13s. But they get 35% attack and defense per tech key sphere right there. And then they get, what, 18% attack, 17% defense per non-tech key sphere. So, you know, for that one rainbow key sphere, that's what we're going to get. So we're going to go from 200k defense at the start of turn to 400k defense at the start of turn. And then, oh, by the way, they also do get 30% attack and defense on their super attack. They do seal as well. So it's like they're doing a lot. Again, the only thing is I think sometimes maybe you might get unlucky in terms of the amount of tech orbs you can get. Although they do create their own tech orbs, right? So that will be very helpful. I think a lot of the times you should be, it's going to be reasonable, you know, to get yourself, you know, 5, 6. Well, it can be. I don't know. Because it's like my experience with physical Kefla is that there actually was a lot of times where I did not get 6 physical orbs, right? So it's like I guess the thing with Kefla, though, is that Kefla, to be super good, needs oh, we could exchange with 16, 17, 18. I think I'm going to do that. Dude, when's the last time I did that? But the thing about, like, physical Kefla needs 6 physical orbs specifically to do good damage. 17 and 18, I mean, any type of orb can work with their extra ability where they get another 70% attack with 7 key spheres, another 80% defense with 8 key spheres. But again, there's a huge difference between 35% attack and defense per tech key sphere and then 18% attack and 17% defense per non-tech key sphere. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to exchange in a 16 just because, dude, when was the last time I did this?
やるじゃないか。
16号。
戦う時が来たのだ。孫悟空と出会う前だ。
right, so apparently we're rocking Android 16 right here. I actually have not, oh, I didn't want to actually do the age jailers right there, but whatever. I actually have not link leveled. That's one of the very few, LRs in the game I have not link leveled, actually, is the LR 16, 17, and 18. I'm not, I don't know, thoroughly impressed by this LR, really. I think that they've actually aged, rather poorly, the 16, 17, and 18. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they could get a powerful EZA at some point. Honestly, them EZAing, I think, could be really, really big for like the DOKKANFEST Future 17 and 18 and some of these other characters. Because I mean, they do function as a pretty solid support type unit. The 16, 17, 18. I mean, once you're 16, you're just doing a lot of damage, right? Tanky with a lot of damage, stuff like that. But they are a support beforehand. Okay, so we have a really... Oh, we got unlucky, dude. Let me do this. Can we get, like, a million? Yeah, we can. Let's see, that's 4... It's the same... It's like the same thing, right? Let me see. 3, 7... That's 7 tech orbs. This is 3... Dude, I can't count. That's 8 tech orbs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll do this. That's better. That's better. Okay, this is a really good turn right here for 17 and 18. Second form Cell sucks, but he is amazing for 17 and 18, right? Creating tech orb stuff. We have a lot of their links activated. Their link set, by the way, is... It's not in the same order as the wikis got it. Damn, I hate when that happens. What is this? Because that's Android Assault, then I think Organic Upgrade, Twin Terrors, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle is their link set, right? They're at 451k defense, is a pretty good number. Cell is about to get cream pied right here, because we're getting, what, 80% attack and defensive support from this rotation? Yeah, that's what we're getting, 80%. 7.92. Remember, their ceiling... They nullify super attack, like key-based super attacks. They have their active skill, which is like really like, you know, you're gonna be able to get that a lot. They're good. DOKKANFEST, I mean, 17 and 18, they're like definitely comparable to Super Vegeta. I feel like I would if you think they're better than Super Vegeta, I feel like I understand that. I'm not like just instantly like, yeah, no. It's like, yeah, you know, I get it. They're really quite good. All right, now we're over here on the Android Cell Saga team. I do think that the Android Cell Saga team is starting to get to what I've wanted for a lot of these sort of teams, right? In that we now have 2, I think, legitimate leaders for this team. I mean, LR Incel is definitely aged, but I mean, he's still a good unit, right? Like, he's not like mega top tier, but he's good. So you have a villain lead for this team that you could run, and you also have a hero lead in Trunks. So I think with both, so like you could build this like, you know, sort of like a Saiyan like hero Android Cell Saga build, or you could go, you know, like androids and stuff. So I think that's pretty good that you have both avenues available. This is a pretty good opening rotation right here. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of their links activated with 17, and of course the second form Cell. Remember that second form Cell is buffing it. We'll do that right there. Second form Cell's buffing extreme class Android Cell Saga. Dude, they're at 400k defense. Like, you just see how easy it is for them to get these stats. Like that's one thing right away compared to Super Vegeta. I mean, Super Vegeta, I think, can get in that range, like 350k plus defense or something like that, after he gets hit once and after he's super attacked. But, I mean, there's a bunch of hoops he's got to go through, right? Whereas the androids, it's just like, you know, you're able to get like 7 orbs from them, 8 orbs, and their defense is crazy right away. And then they get a little bit more defense when they super attack as well. This unit, especially with their Ki Blast nullification, they could be a very powerful slot 1 unit. You guys know, I think that is just so big if characters can be slot 1 units. And I think that the 17 and 18 are, like, in difficult content, you know, you're going to be able to run them. It depends, right? But, like, you know, there's a lot of stages where you're going to know ahead of time if the bosses are using, like, Ki Blast super attacks or not. You also have their active skill, like, you know, Ghost Usher. A free Ghost Usher for an enemy is definitely a really helpful ability as well. So, a lot of what this Dokkan Fest 17 and 18 are doing, man, I really like. I think that they're really quite good. This is a very good design. I think Dokkan, they've really nailed it with all these Dokkan Fests this year. Again, like the one I like the least is probably Trunks and Goten. I mean, you know what it is that they need more help. They need better partners as well. They're too reliant on Kid Trunks and Kid Goten characters, right, for that unit to be actually super crazy. But a lot of these Dokkan Fest exclusives this year have been just very, very strong. All right, Janemba changed orbs, but we were able to change orbs even better, and we're in business here. Okay, I guess we'll just stay with this Android 17. It's a lot of orbs. So this is them no support, 10 orbs, a lot of tech orbs, 400k defense again. Dude, do you guys think they're good? Like, it's pretty helpful. That 17 is probably a little bit better than people realize. I mean, he's not like, oh my god, insane, but like he's solid, right? He's solid enough that, like, you know, he could kind of work as like a complementary unit to this Dokkan Fest Androids, because he does stack defense, right? But again, I'm pretty impressed with what we're seeing from them, man. Oh, by the way, sorry, nope, Janemba, not working. 0 damage is what we're gonna take, actually. Nullification. Nullification is fun. Units that have nullifications are really awesome. So we have 3 Key Blast nullification characters in the game right now. 17 and 18, 19 and 20, and LR Janemba, and they're just so good. Poor LR Gogeta is stuck, unfortunately, with the goddamn melee nullification, which is not easy to do, right? The melee nullification, man. And the thing is, you can't do it until turn 4 when you fuse into Gogeta. Then you have to 18 key super them. Then they have to live an 18 key super from LR Gogeta. And then they have to melee. Like, it's so, like, what were they thinking? It's just so stupid. He should just nullify melee supers, man. Like, I don't know why there's 80 hoops you have to jump through. And then they drop Janemba and 17, 18, and 19 and 20, and they just, yeah, it's Key Blast. They just nullify that shit. Like, whatever. That's so weird. Alright, yeah, this is pretty good. You're gonna be able to get a lot of orbs active right here. I think I'm just gonna hit that orb right there. Bam. 7, that's 8. Okay, so we'll go for that right there. Sure. This is a pretty good rotation because we've also got 19 and 20 here. They're at 390k. Dude, every single turn, we're just hitting like 390k defense, 400k defense with them with these ridiculous attack stats. It's like, yeah, they're pretty good. The only thing is, I just hope that they continue to help them out, give them some more like really top tier options on some of these teams, right? You know, Sibling Bond, Android has Cell Saga, Future, Android. Future is the one that intrigues me because it's like, you know, oh damn, no. Future is the one that intrigues me, right? Because it's like, if they give us like, you know, new Rose, new Merge Zamasu, like, you know, we could really be looking good with the Future team. Actually having like a really good villain base. Future's a team that really should be super. I mean, look, dude, look at it in Legends. For years, it's just been like a dominant force, right? Like, and like Dokkan, it's like, despite having all that hype, Rose and Vegito Blue and stuff like that. Like, I mean, that's the only time Vegito Blue appears, basically, is in Dragon Ball Super is during the Zamasu fight, right? So it's like, you know, it's just, they spammed so much Future is what happened. So, like, we're just kind of, like, in a little bit of an in-between. We're going to get all these Future units coming back again, and Future is going to be crazy. Once, Tech VB and STR Rose Easy A2, that's going to be such a crazy one. I think they're going to be just nutty. All right, so let's see what they get right here. And they get to a 6 million attack stat. With their, you know, 500k defense, super attack nullification, Ghost Usher effect. The ceiling is good. I mean, it's good for Super Battle Road. I don't know how often you'll actually be able to get the ceiling to really matter, but I mean, for Super Battle Road, it's definitely good, right? But yeah, I mean, they're just ridiculous. These two are ridiculous. Alright guys, so now we're on Android 17 and 18's own team. Now, one of the leader skills they have here is Future. I don't particularly like this character as the leader of the Future team. You know who I actually think would be a rather good one is probably Rose. I think Rose with, you know, some sort of like villain support. He also could have some Saiyan links like Prepare for Battle. He would have Dismal Future. I think Rose Goku Black is a great option or idea for a future category leader. 17 and 18 though, I don't like them as a lead for this. I think they potentially could have been like another sibling bond lead or android or something like that rather than future. I think like it's just there's not really characters right now on this future team, I feel like, that can really take advantage of them. I mean, we just had these two EZA. They're like serviceable options, right? If you're in a long event, they could work okay. The problem with these two characters is their extra abilities do not get activated by future 17 and 18. It's stupidly, they worded it wrong to make it not work great with the DOKKANFEST version. I don't know what they were thinking. Again, I have no idea what they were thinking. But that makes these guys a little bit worse, right? So it's like the androids are just sort of here by themselves. Maybe if we had like a dominant like first form Cell, because remember Dokkan, it's very stupid. They don't count Cell on the future team, which they probably should. But at the bare minimum, first form Cell should be on, like the first form Cell that fights in the future. We should at least get like that first form Cell, like a really powerful version who could be on this future team to potentially help them out, maybe with some android links and stuff like that. This is not a particularly great turn for us here. We are going to link up, like, well, I mean, we have all 7 links, actually. But in terms of orbs, it's not looking really the best. Let's see what we're going to get here. So we'll be able to get 6 orbs, but we're not going to get the buff at 7 orbs or 8 orbs or tech orbs. What are they at? 248k. Dude, that's still really good. Like, even at this, like, sort of, like, minimum of a level, they're still able to hit, like, really good numbers. That's pretty impressive. Right? Like, it's like, yeah, when they get 10, guess what? This might be shocking, but when they get 10 tech orbs, they're incredible. No way! But it's like, just with 6 orbs, including 5 AGL orbs, you know, so all these extra buffs we're not getting on the table. The 7 orb buff, the 8 orb buff, and then we had no tech orbs. And their defense is still, like, over 300k, right? Like, they're still at a 4.68 million attack stat. We still could have used their active skill. We still have their, you know, Ki Blast nullification intact. Like, that's one thing when considering LR Janemba, 19 and 20, this unit, LR Gogeta. You do want to really take into account that these 4 units are the only characters in the game with nullification attacks. It's one of those things where, like, a lot of people, I feel like, underrate LR UI Goku, LR Roshi, Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? Because they don't really account for the fact that those characters have the revive, which is really, really powerful and really can be helpful. Wow, damn, the orbs were so good on this turn. What the hell? Okay. I think we're probably going to finish this phase of God Trunks off. I might just do, like, one more run, maybe on, like, Sibling Bond. Like, maybe I'll dick around and we'll do a double Tapian and Minosha active skill or something like that. I already said it out loud, so we might as well do it. But, I mean, you guys can see that this not LR androids, but DOKKANFEST TUR androids, they're ridiculous. I do consider them, like, a very top-tier option. The only negative about them is I don't really have too much of an issue with how their kit is designed. Maybe they're a bit reliant on tech orbs, but even without tech orbs, they're still pretty good, right? I think the main issue with them is that I think they just need help. Their teams just need to be buffed. It's like Super 17 was strong even with his bad design, but they abandoned him for so long. Finally, we're going back to it, but I'm just hoping that, you know, they don't just ignore these teams, Future and stuff like that. Like, we need to keep going. We need to keep giving these other teams buffs to make sure that these units are very, very top tier here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll get this turn right here. So they're at 227k. Remember that they are getting buffs from Gowasu and Zamasu. Didn't really get enough orbs for the 6 or 7 this time again, but now that we had tech orbs, we're still over 300k, right? Very impressive right there. So, yeah, let's do one more run on the Sibling Bond team, and then I think we will finish up with the Sibling Bond run. Goodbye, God Trunks. Get demolished by the millions of times inferior androids right there. At least in show power level, right? You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Alright, guys, so we'll finish up with some runs here on the Sibling Bond team. What I'm going to do real quick is we'll just get this opening rotation, and then I do want to see what happens when we get, you know, just a double sort of like Tapian and Minosha attack buff going on right here. We got a pretty good opening rotation. The androids, of course, are going to work pretty good with the recent EZA free-to-play Android 18. We'll have a few links, and of course, she's got some support. So again, let's go ahead and skip ahead to, like, I don't know, turn 6 or whenever we can get this active skill from the double Tapian and Minosha and sort of see what type of buffs we're going to be getting for 17 and 18 here. All right, this is another rotation I actually kind of want to get right here. Fairly solid. We'll have a lot of links active, but we're going to be able to get a lot of tech orbs. Notice that our defense is a little bit low on this turn, but that's just because we got debuffed by Gokua before. It says 200k, but I mean, without the defensive debuff from Gokua, they'd probably be closer to like 400k, right? I mean, we've seen the level that they're frequently hitting at. So again, we'll get this, and then we'll get the Tapian and Minosha. Again, just trying to get a lot of different turns in here showing their level of performance. Again, let me know what you guys are thinking of 17 and 18, but I have them very highly rated. I think they're designed very well overall. I think that they're a really, really good unit. I think that they're very strong. Maybe you could get their stats not the craziest if, you know, you're not able to get a lot of orbs, but at the very least, they do create the orbs themselves. So you have a better chance than normal to be able to get them a lot of orbs. So that's good. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pop the active skills for Tapian and Minosha. I think we'll go ahead and play this. We'll get this in here.
もう誰も死なせやしない。この伝説の剣と笛で守ってみせる。
Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we get on this turn, and then this will be our final turn right here. Damn, okay, so they're at they're at 200k, 256k right there, right at the start. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop that right there. In terms of links, we have those three activated right there, basically 500k. Pretty good. Again, the androids are a pretty good unit. We will see if, you know, sort of the one negative about them is addressed, which is just that they need, you know, better help on their teams, you know, better partners, stuff like that. Hopefully it'll happen soon, but we will see, right? So, again, let me know what you guys think of the DOKKANFEST androids. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.